Hello, everyone. My name is Angel, and I'm here with my co host, Wyatt. And welcome to the bucket list. In case this is your first time being with us, the bucket list is not what you think it is. It's just strictly a podcast that we want to just talk about Dungeons and Dragons, video games, and other topics that interest us. If you enjoy it, give us a follow, etc. Follow our socials. We'll figure that out later in the future. It is our second episode, which is an exciting feat, don't you think, Wyatt?
It is. It is. So it was funny too because, well, before we get into the episode, I think we need to crack them.
All right,
I
yeah.
have one. I have mine today, and I've been wanting to crack this for like 24 hours because I keep seeing it, and I'm like, man, I kept reaching for it, and I'm like, I can't open it because I have to do it on screen
So
because
for those that don't know, Wyatt drinks the regular rain, and I drink rain storm.
don't
Um,
come at me like that. Don't
eh,
come at me like that. I
to
drink these all the time.
Today, however, Wyatt has decided to bless myself and Rainstorm with his purchase. Once again, we're not sponsored by Rain at all whatsoever. We are just
But we would
fanatics.
take one if they offered.
Exactly, exactly. One day, we'll shoot for it. Um, and we're gonna crack open our rainstorms since this is a celebratorial moment, but also a tradition that's starting. So
Honestly, yeah.
I'm gonna crack mine. I just cracked it.
Yep. First
Mine
sip.
mine is guava strawberry,
It definitely looked like grape. I'm not even gonna lie.
and it tastes amazing. Just a friendly reminder of everybody: Rainstorm is clean vegan energy. Uh,
Yeah, it is.
that's my slogan for it because
It's
it's
not
ve-
even. It's
it,
it just says it on it. I'm
it,
pretty sure, doesn't
it,
it?
it just says clean energy, but I added
You
vegan.
added the vegan.
I added vegan because it says on the can vegan. So I
Does it
thought
really?
it does. It does on the can that says vegan.
Where?
On the back where it says like thing
Oh, is it where the leaf is? Plant-based energy.
plant based energy,
It's
and then the next like column over it says vegan.
jokes on me. I guarantee it's probably just oh yeah, vegan right there. I've never realized that. We're probably just drinking carbonated tea.
I'm okay with that.
That would blow my mind. I've never liked tea, so that'd blow my mind. So anyways, trailing back. I know we were talking about like what we talk about during this podcast, but one of the guests that we're gonna have on, one of our good friends, Theo, he was like, "Hey man, cool. I'm absolutely down to like come on. What do you guys talk about?" And I really had to hit him with, you
Whatever.
know, it's just kind of. I was like, I don't really want to paint us into a corner where it's like video games, like lore above other stuff. I was like, it's just kind of whatever we want to talk about. And like, he just has such a wide range of stuff that he knows and knows a lot about. Because once Theo gets interested in something, he just deep dives so fast. Like, there's no time for him to be like, oh, I like this. Okay, now I'm going to get into it. For me, where it's like, it took me I think almost a year and a half to get super deep into uh Elden Ring lore. And I also want to apologize. Last episode, I kept saying Pricard. It's Rykard. There's no P in his name. I don't know where I was getting it. The dude that's a snake that's under Volcano Manor, it pissed me off. I thought about that all week at work. I was at work and I just would go, Pricard. Where the fuck was I getting the P at? Because it was ridiculous because I think I talked about the fact that I went in there with my friends Devin and Cole for their first time, and like during the entire boss fight, right card, right card, right card. I'm an idiot, so I wanted to say that at the beginning of this episode because I've been thinking about it all week.
I well, it's good that you corrected yourself finally after last episode. Yeah,
Because I'm sure that
I'm excited.
bothered people.
I'm excited to have Theo on because I feel like Theo has like a lot to share. I feel like he's very like wise in like the stuff that he does deep dive into. Um,
1,000,000%.
and one of the things that we're going to probably talk about, or we will talk about, is kind of like the Monster Hunter world and stuff, or I guess
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Monster
that is
Hunter
good.
games.
That's a future episode. Yeah.
Yeah, and so unfortunately, Theo couldn't be here with us today due to some scheduling
Well,
conflicts. Um,
yes, yes, that and the fact that we played D&D for like 4 hours straight, and by the end of it, I think everybody was kind of burned out because it was such a long session. Because I know a lot of people will run 2 to 3 hour sessions, and some people will run way more. But like when it's over like this, where it's just over the camera or through Discord, it's just such a difficult way to gauge people's reactions and stuff like that, and to keep people continuously entertained, so that somebody just doesn't like one either just go to their phone or just open up or not Discord, just like open up the internet and just start perusing while something else is going on. I know I've been guilty of it. I know people we've played with have been guilty of it. It's just it's something that really disheartens me when I'm a DM, when I'll be doing something and then I'll actively see someone come up on Steam saying so and so has launched Pal World, and I went, ah,
I
damn.
I don't. I usually do my best not to like scroll on my phone um, when we do play D&D. But
Hmm.
as you said, it's hard. It's hard to kind of stay grasp into something like, for example, if the party kind of trails off and you're kind of just left because you didn't want to follow or you decided to do something else, and so you have to wait for your turn. And
Yeah,
sometimes people can be very expressive or have a lot of ideas that they want to do, and the DM has to just constantly either go back and forth or have to force the story along, um, which I feel very bad for the DMs and stuff. Uh, I
specifically our group,
yeah,
just because our group is so chaotic.
but I also feel like our group is very like how can I say this? Our group is very good at doing what it does.
Being chaotic. I'm
Yes,
not trying to call out our group,
yeah,
but
yes and no,
absolutely
yes and
our
no, yes and
group.
no. I feel like some moments of chaoticness can be very like smart, engaging, and
If people Oh, absolutely. I was gonna say it's like if you just had a party full of grogs from Critical Role. If you just had a party full of grogs and maybe two people, man, I can't even say that because you're right. People are engaging. People, I try to be at least. I try to set a precedence of I'm a very I feel like I might also bring down the party a little because it's like I try to be serious. I try to be the character that's like super into their backstory, is invested in stuff, and then there's people who are like, I'm just here to fuck shit and like be a pirate. And then
um,
people, yeah,
I I think it's very funny because my role playing sucks. I don't know why it just does. So it's very hard for me to do that, like like to give that expression of like, oh, I'm a pirate, arg, or like the smooth talker of the group, as a bard, or oh, I'm a sneaky rogue, and I like to be sneakily, and I want to hide. I'm great at announcing what I want my character to do, but I'm not great at that role playing aspect of it. And I think that's
sorry.
where my shortcomings come from as a player, but also as a DM. Um,
I know I get really into it. I was trying to tell somebody, I was talking to somebody the other day, I think it was last week. I was telling them about the character I have, Sindar, in our main campaign that we're in. And I was telling them about all about the stuff we've done. And there was a point where I was typing it out. I shifted the tense that I was doing. I was like, yeah, he's done this, he's done that, and then I switched it to, yeah, then like I went and did this afterwards, and I went and did this, and they were like, did you switch how you were talking? And I said, absolutely, didn't even mean to do that. I was just typing it out, and I even got into character a little bit doing that. And I was like, that's my bad. My bad. I get super into the role play, and I dial in all the way to 10 where I love playing it. I love being in character. I love being not here. I love being in the world. And I think Theo does an amazing job of DMing that. I've told him before where it doesn't feel like I'm talking to Theo. It feels like I'm talking to so and so who is on the ship because he gets in character too. He gets the voices are down. And so I can tell who I'm talking to based on the voice. Where if it's a certain type of voice. Obviously, there's people who have generalized voices, but most of the time, it's like, oh, if it's a main character of the campaign, you can tell who he is, and that's personally what I love about it. I know we were here to talk about Helldivers, and we just kind of went on to a big old rant on D&D.
We didn't even announce what we were going to talk about.
Yeah, I know. We talked about it before we started, and we're like, all right, this is what we're going to talk about, and then it just went straight into D&D,
um,
and I've driven us here now.
Real quick input that I wanted to do. Guava strawberry, the rain energy drink that I'm drinking, is a new flavor. So don't be afraid to stop by your local shop and give that a try. It tastes like bubblegum strawberry gum. Uh,
So they added a new
n-
flavor
Not
for the
sponsored though.
actual rain.
Go
Not
on.
sponsored, but they added a new flavor of rain. It was I think it was like gummy, not white gummy bear. It was something else where it was like fizzy gummy something like that, and it's
Oh,
like a bluish pink,
I thought you were talking about
but not
tropical
the,
storm.
no. There's a different flavor. It's a newer flavor than tropical storm.
I thought tropical
Um,
storm kind of came out after white gummy bear.
well, white gummy bear did. I'm talking about a different flavor. This isn't white gummy bear. It's like
Oh,
fizzy like gummy worm or something like that. Hold on. Here, let me. I'll look it up. Rain.
in the meantime, uh,
Yeah.
don't forget to like and follow us on our socials as we figure out our lives in this podcast. Um,
Sour gummy worm. It's sour gummy worm. That flavor, amazing. I loved it.
I love just weird tasting like drinks that are energy drinks, like Echelon.
Oh
Have you ever had an Echelon?
no, I try to avoid anything that
It
isn't
it's
like.
spicy. It's a spicy energy drink, and the reason why it's spicy is because it's like habanero, cayenne, and
Oh my goodness,
uh
did they kill one of their flavors? I think they did. Sorry, I'm looking through the Reigns main page right now, and there's a flavor that came out with probably the big 4 or 5, where it was dreamsicle, razzleberry. There was a cotton candy flavor. I'll tell you right now, cotton candy flavor, terrible. It did not taste good. They got rid of it. It looks like, and they also had a watermelon jalapeno. Also not here right now. They could have archived it potentially, but it's just not here. What they do have is the watermelon warlord. That was that I drank that one for a while, and then they have the red dragon, which I can never drink again because I think I drank 4 in one night trying to make a 24-hour drive from Texas to South Dakota. And let me tell you, I think that drive alone has killed that flavor for me.
I don't
You looked
think
like you were gonna say something.
um the other flavor of that Echelon drink that I was talking about was I'm pretty sure habanero or jalapeno something. Um
I don't know why people are trying to be making their fucking drinks spicy.
Dude, no,
Like what the?
it makes sense because they did the science behind it. Hear me out here. The spice in it, or like from the chemicals, decreases that like crash you get. You know how like a sugar crash, you get really hyper and then like you kind of crash in like a little bit. Um, for
Sure, man.
those echelon drinks, that doesn't happen. You don't crash. You don't fucking, excuse me, you don't hit a wall. You just go down a nice small slide,
I don't.
this is nice. And then you just get tired and you're like, time for bed. And then
I
you go to
definitely
bed.
thought you were just gonna be, instead of hitting a wall, I thought you were gonna be like, you don't just hit a woman, and I was gonna be like, good God, what do you be doing on your energy drink trips, man? Just yelling at anyone you see. But you mentioned the
Real quick, we don't approve
weird,
of violence.
no, well, women violence.
We don't approve violence in general. I don't, at
We
least.
listen, man. We play For Honor and we play what the Hell Divers.
Physical violence. There you go. Physical violence.
Okay, valid, valid. You got me. You got me.
Domestic violence.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to
What?
call it.
Oh, right. We disapprove of that. Sorry. I don't know why I thought you were saying the ones that we were like, yeah, just don't do that. Don't do this. And it was like domestic violence. It's no, obviously.
No.
Anyways, I'm painting us into a corner here.
You are. Help me.
So you were talking about weird flavors earlier. There was a new flavor of rain that I saw one time. I was leaving my buddy's college when I was visiting him one time. It's called Liloquy Lychee. Such an interesting flavor.
Are you sure it's are you sure it's not? Are you sure it's lychee? Don't you mean leche?
I don't know how do you spell leche. I feel like there's an extra e in there, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't know. That's what I'm asking. I've never seen this flavor before.
Leche. Flan. Yeah, Leche is leche, which is milk. This is lychee, Lychee. But it's a very, oh my God, now you got me figuring out. It's a fruit, a lychee fruit. Oh, that's what that is. Huh. That is not what I thought that looked like. Anyways, I brought it up because it's just a weird flavor. It's just so weird. It's not bad.
Hey man, maybe it's not weird.
It's not great.
Maybe you're weird.
Maybe I am weird. I probably am.
No, just
I say probably. I am fucking weird. I've made peace with that.
So me and my significant other or whatever, we have a fishing trip tomorrow, and I have two more like rainstorms, because I was planning, it was planned to be a long day. I'm like, I'm gonna have to drive home. I'm gonna have to drive there, drive home, and stuff like that. And I bought two more, and she was just like, I don't know how you drink energy drinks. I just kind of raw dog life, and I'm like, like I don't know how you do it. I just can't. It's not.
I'm not built like that.
Yeah, I'm not built like that.
I need that energy to bring to the table.
Yeah, and I was explaining to her. I was like, listen, this energy drink, improves my focus. It's vegan. It accelerates my metabolism and stuff, and it's great for my health, my hair and my skin health. And in case you're wondering what energy drink that is, there's Rainstorm.
Hell yeah!
It says so on the bottom.
I just want you to know, we could be ambassadors. We could apply today. I have their dude. I could write them an email. I kind of want to write them an email and apply to be. Do I get paid? No. Well, it is what it is. We have the branding at least. Then we can't be like sponsored by Rain. But wait. But hey, we can embrace it and be like, hey, if you're ever working out, or just like in the middle of like a 20-hour raid for some reason, or you're holding the line at Malevelon Creek, you know what's going to make you push that extra little bit? Rainstorm! Vegan.
Exactly. Vegan. Strictly vegan. And I just love the fact that they came out with guava strawberry. Moving forward, so we can finally strip away.
Get off Rain.
Yeah, strip away from this energy drink talk. How you doing, Wyatt? How you doing since our last talk?
I've been It's been an emotional week. I'll be honest with you, man. Like, I started with the week. I got a promotion at my job. I don't really get paid more, but I mean, it's like progression. But regardless, something's coming from it. If it's like I know I'll learn more and shit like that, like I'll gain that. And then if you're not tracking, not you personally, I know you probably don't care that much, but I watch Rooster Teeth for like since I was in middle school. I think before the oh, the freelancers came into Red versus Blue, I was watching. And I think that's when my parents realized they kind of raised a degenerate. They were like, "Oh God, what is he watching?" And I'm like, "I'm watching people play a game." And they're like, "Wow, you'd rather watch people play a game than play it yourself?" I'm like, "Yeah, they're hilarious." And they're like, "Oh God, where did we go wrong?" But regardless, they're shutting down. Not like effective immediately, but in the future, there will be no content coming from them. And that hit me hard through the week. I was like, wow, that's really upsetting. I love their content that they've made, if not consistently, but throughout different projects they have made. I've enjoyed watching them and seeing them grow.
I don't
And
think I don't think I've ever really sat down and watched anything Rooster Teeth has produced. But
uh,
I can imagine something that you've kind of grown up with that has constantly continued to finally say, "Hey, this is it. We're ending this." Um, I feel like
yeah,
that
like
it's like a huge toll on a lot of people's lives because you know not only you, but it seems like a lot of people were kind of heartbroken over these like this sudden news. I've seen it all over TikTok and so on. So
yeah. So I've been doing all right. I'm okay because I know as upset I will, yeah, words escape me. As upset as I was, I know the people who work there are now job hunting. They still have jobs for now, but until until that road ends, it's just hard to be like, wow, so many people are now looking for jobs, and I hope they do because I want to follow their content and their art that they've made in like their career at Rooster Teeth. I'm excited to follow them in whatever production they go to. I will watch it. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So that's what not really gets me excited, but it's I just hope that they get to move on to something greater. Besides that, I also just got done with D&D like 3 hours ago, and that was stressful.
yeah,
I almost died. Classic me, right? So for those who don't know, I pretty much on average, I think once every 5 sessions, I almost die. Like I go down to single digits, or I am actively making death saves, and I think nobody has a better average than me right now. It is usually always me. No matter what campaign, too. That's the crazy part. I can make so many different characters, and I'm still the first one to go down.
and
Like we're
you know what's crazy?
what?
I've never seen somebody roll so many low numbers in my life. And honestly, I want to say it's your dice, but I think you've gotten new dice, correct?
I've gotten a pound of dice since the last I played.
And so
Because when I was in Louisiana, it was at Barnes and Noble, a pound of dice, and I went, finally, I can start just rolling down. I actually did pretty good too. That's the weird part is I was doing well as a support character, and I still was the only one taking hits left and right. It just boggled my mind how bad I was doing with doing good at the same time.
I
And you're
go on, go on.
I was going to say, and you're right. I am renowned in our group as the person who rolls the worst, which is why everybody is excited for when I get to DM because nothing hits. No, everybody makes their saves. And it's like, man, this is crazy.
I've
And the only reason I'm doing well in the campaign I'm running now is because everyone's level 1. I'm waiting for your Mike and It kid to come back.
I know it's so hard because I'm not, and you know what's crazy? It's not like it's a huge difference in time. Um,
Hmm.
like from my schedule to everybody else's. Um, some people are 3 hours ahead of me. Some people are 4 hours ahead of me, and stuff. And it's I've never seen. I didn't think it would be so difficult to be a part of everything still when I moved up here. Um,
Hmm.
because now like I barely see or I barely talk to you guys and stuff, and it's because our schedules just don't line up. I work like 10-hour days and stuff, and when I get home, which is usually around 6 for me, or like 5:30, just depends on the workload. Um, like everybody's already like going to sleep, getting off for the night, and so it's like, well, crap. Like it is unfortunate because like I can't be there all the time, but
Hmm.
I've come to like accept it and like be there when I can.
Hmm.
Sometimes or some days, I don't have anything planned, and some majority of times it seems like I have a lot of stuff planned that I don't have planned, but
Yeah, and that's
I'm
what
now
like
a part of.
yeah, that's what people ask. They're like, "Hey, man, what's he up to?" And I'm like, honestly, he's just juggling so many like factors in his life that he's just a busy dude, honestly. And I was like, it just don't help that I'm the closest to him right now for time zone, where I'm the one who's awake and everybody else is asleep.
Yeah, and like I hope people don't think I'm ignoring them. I hope people don't think that like I'm like I just don't want to hang out or I just don't want to do anything. It's just strictly like, hey, I'm doing something or I'm busy doing something with somebody, and or it's like I've already established plans with X, Y, and Z. So
Yeah,
it's just hard. Um, because I know
and
an oppression was given like that before, where I had to take a step away from the group to handle personal stuff or
yeah,
my personal life and to figure everything out in that aspect. Um, but now,
which is
gone.
oh no, I don't want to interrupt you. I don't want to interrupt you.
Um,
Please.
and now it's not. It's more of like I want to be there, but it's hard for me to be there. But
A thousand percent, man.
I'm always a text or call away though.
Exactly.
And if
Which is
somebody's having a hard night, I'm usually up. I'm usually up. I'm usually kind of vibing out, chilling out,
mm-hmm.
playing with my dogs or something, or doing something. I don't know. I just be kind of vibing, watching anime.
Honestly.
I watched an entire anime today.
Which anime?
Oh, it's on High Dive. It's High Dive, and I didn't think it was going to go in the direction that it did. Uh, it's a revenge plot like story. It's like a
I
revenge
love a good
driven
revenge
story,
story.
and I did not expect it to go that way at all.
What's
And
it called? See what you do, healer.
um it's something about I something AI something. It's like a pop group, and like the eyes that are on the characters' faces look so good. Anyways, I'll send it to you after
Absolutely.
we're done with this, because it was good. It was amazing. It got me hooked and stuff. So it was good. It was good.
Good stuff.
Wow, I feel like I kind of just took a right turn right there. Um,
Not at all. We've been making left and right turns, I think, all the entire time we've been talking.
yeah.
But I mean, that's kind of what this podcast is going to be like. Is we're we are hitting topics left and right as we're zooming through our 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 chat. It feels like,
Yeah.
but I just wanted to hit it really quick with like when you feel like people feel like you're ignoring them. Sometimes people just got to realize life gets in the way sometimes. Like sometimes you just get really busy and like my mom's a perfect example of this. Like she's just so happy to get a call from us and she's like, I'm so thankful for the time that you have given me, but I don't expect it and I don't feel like I deserve it, or not deserve it, that's not the word, or I'm owed it, that's the word I'm looking for. She just enjoys what we can give, and like she understands we have our lives that we're living, and when we can, we absolutely will give her a call. And like you said, everyone is a phone call or a text away, where if somebody really wants to get a hold of you, all they have to do is text, and you will either you'll get your answer regardless.
Yeah.
If like you're ignoring somebody, obviously you're not going to talk back to them, or it's like, hey man, sorry, I've just been really busy with work and juggling life. But yeah, besides that, that's all I wanted to say on that. Is like life just life comes at you pretty fast, man.
And don't forget it. Moving forward, we're gonna talk about Helldivers.
Oh, we
Helldivers.
finally made it.
Yeah. We're at the
It only took us 30 minutes.
yeah, literally just about
What do you
Helldivers.
think of it so far?
I love spreading democracy,
Dude,
even if we are the antagonist.
oh, I'm totally okay with being the
Did
antagonist.
have you seen theories on that?
I've
Like
seen where it's like it's all fake propaganda, and like we're the ones who are like, I think Adam told us, or told me at least, like we were the reason why the Tyranids were a thing. Like we were
mhm,
experimenting with stuff, and then they broke out, and it started like everything that's been happening.
it was all
Which,
for oil.
yep, I find it hilarious. As I'm like, man, this sounds like something that probably would happen in like the next 3,000 years.
You would never think that,
I would.
or I guess you would never think a game such as like Helldivers would have so much like lore into it. Um, I thought, it was just gonna be some, oh, go right in. It's all about shooting bugs, spreading peace, democracy.
Mm-hmm.
Little do I know, the bugs aren't eating anybody or nothing. They're just trying to like defend themselves, and the automatons
I
though,
oh
I
fuck
don't.
them.
Yeah.
Leave us along creek, damn it.
Um,
Fucking Joel.
and that's so hilarious.
I'm not even that upset because it's something I would do 1,000%.
Have you seen that they finally added mechs to?
Oh, I literally just got done playing with my brother. We were fighting the Tyranids, and the power it feels of just letting that chain gun go. Everybody has one right now. You get a free
Mm-hmm.
one. You get one per mission. And like every mission, I was dropping that hoe in. And they'd be like, oh god, Bile Titan, just rocket, rocket, rocket. And then I also found out I've been using the railgun completely wrong the whole time. Did not, I thought when my brother was like, put that bitch on safe mode or unsafe mode, did not know that was an actual thing. I thought he was just spitting nonsense.
That was just
No.
role playing.
Yeah. And then I found out, oh no, there is an actual safe mode and unsafe mode. And after they debuffed it, or the nerfed it, I should say, it sucks. The safe mode is garbozo, dude. It's terrible. I couldn't hit anything. I was literally, I think I was fighting a charger, and every time I charge it up and hit it, thing goes off into the left stratosphere. It was terrible. And then now that I take it on unsafe mode, I just let that thing rip.
I
Stuns them every time.
I really hope that they add either. I hope they fix that problem because it seemed like that a lot of people were unsatisfied with it. Um, I also really like that it happened because I feel like with Helldivers, there shouldn't be a meta. Like it shouldn't be, oh, you got to go in with X, Y, and Z stratagems, and you have to go in with this primary and this secondary, and you need to bring this grenade in, and you need to have these armors equipped in order to do the best or to have like the meta and stuff.
The thing I'm told the most is like I wear the chonkiest armor I can find. I am the George of this universe. Everybody gets off the ship when I say that too, and it's probably for the best. But I just wear the biggest armor I can find, and I'll put that thing on. They're like, armor rating doesn't matter, right? And I'm like, yeah, I don't care as long as I
I
feel
want to be a
huge.
big boy.
Exactly, man. I'm feeling big and strong, and I just swapped from the breaker because they don't have that much ammo in it anymore. It used to have 13 rounds. I think now it has, or 16 rounds. I think it used to have, and now
Now it
it's
has
13.
13.
And I can feel the difference.
And
It is
it's
such a bad difference because I'm running out of ammo consistently for that gun. So I swapped over the Punisher, and the Punisher has 60, and so that feels way better. Way less fire rate, but also I think it's
what
amazing.
what level are you?
I just got to level 23. Like, I'm not high at all. I have not been in the trenches for a long time.
I like how you say you're not high at all. I think I'm level 12.
Well, I'm comparing that to everybody I play with because everybody I play with are like high 30s. And I played with one guy. I can't remember who it was, but he was already maxed out. And I was like, Jesus, like, what do you do at this point? And he was like, my best. And I was like, oh, it's still hard, huh? He's like, yeah, it's not great. You're not God. You're
I
still just a regular hell diver. I don't know, hope and a prayer.
I just absolutely love the propaganda and everything that has come from Helldivers all over TikTok, all over the
Mhm.
Discord, all over Reddit, so on, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. It has been hilarious to follow it. And there is one specific video that sticks to my head.
What
And
video?
it is a hell diver shooting down on a bile titan, and the bile titan gets right underneath him, and he pulls out his grenade and cooks it, and then dives with the grenade towards the
Oh,
bile
yep.
titan, and
I've seen that.
all you hear is the screech of an eagle, and it is hilarious. It's so funny because there's so much like democracy like around it, like
Mhm.
people
Like,
people
everybody has the goal of dying a glorious death. Like, I was playing with, a guy from work yesterday, I think, and no, it was a couple days ago. Regardless, though, we were playing, and, like, there was one dude left, and we couldn't get the drill activated because there was a Bile Titan, 4 Chargers, a Hunter, I think they're called. Um, I also don't know the names of stuff because my brother and his friends just name them the strangest things. Like they call them the liquors, or like I'm like, why do you call them? Because every time I'm running away, they eat my ass as I'm trying to get out of there, and I'm like, Jesus, what the fuck?
I know
What is it actually called?
I know the ones that go invisible are called
The
stalkers. uh
stalkers. That's what it was.
and like if you do like I think a certain number of damage on them, they stick out their tongues and slap you away.
Yeah.
Like they just like whipped you with like their dick or
Hmm.
something, and you're just
That's
like,
exactly what they do.
ah. That's why you go flying.
I want to take you away from here. It's,
And
but like
oh man,
the
go ahead.
dude, so this dude's dropping like a 500K bomb, and like he has it in his hand. I see him like go up, and then I see him go straight back down, and he throws it at his feet, and then he just hits the hug emote, and I'm just like, we're failing this mission, aren't we? As he
Like,
just drops the nuke right on top of him and blows up. And I was like, well, I guess that's that.
you bet sweet liberty we're losing this mission.
Yeah,
But in the name of freedom, that's all that
I'll take as
matters.
many as them out with me.
It's
Like just the mission that I just got done with too. I'm rolling around. I think I was chased by a charger 90% of that mission. We were supposed to take these SSD cards, and I was like, well, there's an objective off to our right. Let me go do that. A charger chased me the entire way to the mission. I lost them in the woods. And then like I crouched and walked up, and I was doing everything crouched, and I'm like hitting the stratagem stuff like on the computer. So I'm like doing the down, up, right, left shit. And then like I'm looking around, and it's the mission with like the fat ones with the green body.
Yeah.
So they spew on you. And like I would see one and I'd crouch around the building, and as it would go around, I would go back to what I'm doing. And then it was like, make sure you amplify everything so it's 100%. And I'm sitting there for like a minute, and they're like, Wyatt, what are you doing? And I'm just like, I don't fucking know. I'm not an electrician. And somebody comes over and just goes, get the fuck off. Get off. Get off. And I go out, and he fucking hops on, immediately does it. And I'm like, I don't know what I was doing. I don't know.
Oh,
Whatever.
were you? What is it like the
You
grid
turn on the
one?
power.
The grid
No, it's
one?
not the. No, I know the grid. I know the grid. As soon as I saw it, I was like, oh yeah, B3, whatever. All right, move the cursor up there.
Oh,
It was
are you
like
talking
it
about
was like
the?
yes,
Okay.
yep. And so I was doing that, and I'm like, I don't fucking know, dude. And as soon as we turned it on, everything went and looked at us, and I was like, oh shit. And like the entire time I'm running to extraction, or no, we were going to the main objective. 3 chargers are coming after me. That dude was on my ass for like a mile and a half. And I'm like, bro, get out of here. It's not that serious. And then as soon as we get there, they get the objective done. And I'm like, all right, where's extraction? It's right back where I came from. Oh, dude. It was stressful. It was not it.
If you like spreading democracy, join today's military. Don't. Or whatever.
How about not?
Whatever suits your fancy.
Be a hell diver. It's so much more fun.
Be a hell diver.
I think I saw right when it came out, like more people were joining up to join a fake military than the real, and I started laughing, and I'm like, well, yeah, you don't fucking get launched out of a spaceship in the real military. I was like, could you imagine how much that would boost stuff?
Half of me believes it's not the like diving in like a hell pod or something. I think it's the dying a glorious death.
That's also true.
I think it's
also
dying for a reason. And the way Helldivers has portrayed dying in Helldivers, you are not officially dead. You're just missing in action.
Okay, apparently I'm a Spartan from Halo universe.
That's literally I think somebody has said it to where it's like you're not dead, you're just considered missing in action.
I also know that there is no such thing as friendly fire, according to the game developer.
Yeah,
which I thought was hilarious, which is such bullshit, because that same mission, my fucking brother, I'm like, I'm being chased by this, what was it, a charger. I was like, yeah, somebody get rid of this charger. He just takes the auto cannon and goes, pop, 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 pop. And like the 4th shot, it was dead. But then just lights up the area around me and then blows me to Kingdom Come. And I'm like, and now I'm dead. Blows me up.
I think it's really funny because the same thing happens to me. I have a buddy that's very fond of the grenade launcher, and I'll have a charger chasing me. I carry a flamethrower, right? I'm
dude, after the 50% buff, I would also carry one.
Exactly. I'm Gucci like that.
You got it like that.
So I really enjoy carrying the flamethrower. Even though you can set yourself on fire, and I've done it countless of times. So I'm not like, I'm great at clearing small hordes, not big ones, not big ones, not big boys. So here comes my friend. Thoom, 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 thoom. As a charger is charging at me, and there goes my body, flying on over. But as you said, there's no such thing as friendly fire. Maybe that charger just hit me.
But the best part was like when I was, there was like so, man, there's no way to not sound dumb about this, but there was just a giant horde, and I was running up a hill the whole time, and there's these two giant rocks, and like everybody was like, "Hey, where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm about to 300 this hoe." So like I get on top of the mountain with my Punisher, and I'm just shooting down at all the Tyranids, going boom, 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 and once like I get a good like amount of them off my feet, I pull out the rail gun, and I'm shooting the chargers as they're coming up on unsafe mode. So I stagger them, and then like I'm throwing grenades. I also have a supply pack, so I supply up as I move back a little bit, and I'm throwing more grenades, and I'm just holding the line. And they're like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "I'm holding the fucking line right now." And then like the one charger that made it through, I'm dealing with it, and that's when my little brother, boom, 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 kills me, and I'm like, I had it. I needed you like 10 minutes ago, and you weren't there. Now I don't need you. You're here, and you kill me, and you've just made the situation worse.
I had a friend, or I have a friend. Not had. It makes it sound very bad, but I have a
We
friend.
lost him on the level on.
Exactly. Man, poor man, poor man indeed. Uh,
Oh,
he goes off and kind of does his own thing, but he carries us. He carried me and my friend like countlessly, and like because we just kept on dying. It was we were playing on one of the harder difficulties,
yeah.
and we just kept on dying. And I'm a low level. I'm a low level. At the time, I was like level 10, not even. And here I am with my,
Once again.
my SMG, and I was using SMG at the time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just because that's what I had, and then I have my revolver, and I got.
What is your setup? Oh my
Listen,
god.
listen. This was when I was level 10. All right, I don't know what you want from me. All right,
I didn't.
I like the revolver. I like the revolver, even though it's kind of.
I hear good things. I was gonna say I hear good things. I've never touched it.
It's kind of crap.
It's kind of ass.
In my opinion, it's kind of crap. Because it does good damage, but the recoil on it to have concise consecutive shots or precise consecutive shots um
Mm-hmm.
is like almost impossible, or it has such a huge like but time.
Recoil.
It does have huge recoil, but like the time
Okay.
between shots is so like big
Yeah.
that it's kind of not worth using compared to the other sidearms, which they are adding a new sidearm, the laser, which I'm thinking about.
Oh, the laser pistol.
Yeah, I'm gonna cop it when it comes
Yeah.
out. And then they finally added the shock, like the shock energy shotgun.
Gun.
Yeah,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
and I remember that from Helldivers 1, and I love that, and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna
The
get it.
armor that they came out with reminds me a lot of the like the big boy armor reminds me a lot of the Halo Evo armor. If you don't know what that is, it's kind of like Emil's helmet where it was like all glass
Yeah.
from Halo Reach. It was like that except for instead of glass, it's just like metal. And I was like, I want that so bad. I want
I
that helmet more than anything.
I need to play the Halo series. Um
Hey man, hopefully here soon we'll stream it. Honestly, like
I played 1, 2, 3, and 4. Haven't played 5, and I haven't played Infinite. Haven't played Reach. Haven't played ODST.
oh
Um,
my god, I can't believe you were just raw dogging Halo Reach with a lasso run. That is
I,
not the way to experience that.
I, and I think the only reason why I said I would is because it was you
It
and
was
like
me, Theo,
yeah, and somebody else.
Turner, maybe, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't remember, but I was like, they can just carry me. You know, this is gonna be fine. You know, I never played Halo multiplayer. I did not grow up in that like
Man, you
environment.
I
You
need to
know,
get you in there, man, because maybe that's our next thing. I would love to get into Halo multiplayer. I just never have anybody to play it with. Like, it's
it,
fun, it's fast. I like it,
I
but I just don't ever have anybody to play with.
yeah. I I've
I
been
can't believe I let you play
what
Halo Reach on Lasso. So those who don't know, Lasso is legendary all skulls on. So that means you can't see your weapon. You don't regenerate your shield unless you punch an enemy. All enemies go berserk or throw grenades more than usual, and then it has a higher chance of rare enemies spawning. So it's like whatever enemy it was, it is the next one it would be. And so it's just ridiculously hard. And then whenever you die, you go to the previous checkpoint. If you're doing this in solo, it just restarts the entire level. And I let you do that your first time playing Halo Reach. I can't believe I didn't even know it then.
I did it. I did it strictly for you and the boys. Um, I am a ride or die type of person. I am a hey, I
Uh-huh.
will embrace the shit with the team. I won't embrace it by myself, but I will embrace the shit with the team. I will like, and I think it's funny because I was explaining to a couple of my coworkers. I was like, I'm ride or die for you guys. I don't care. I'll I'll embrace the shit with you. I'll be in the shit with you guys. Um, and I think that kind of took them aback because I don't think they've heard
Who are
the
you?
yeah, I don't think they've heard those sayings or phrases before when it comes to um I guess a coworker.
Interesting.
Because you know I feel like a lot of people in today's society are not so much selfish, but
They're just not used to the
the
I
camaraderie,
don't
I
know.
guess.
That was the word I was gonna say. I just wasn't sure if it was the word you were looking for. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and I'm all about it. I'm all about it.
absolutely.
I'm like, man, oh man, something's going on with your family. Hey man, go right ahead. Go on, get out of here. I'll take care of today.
Honestly, yeah. I went to work last week, and dude was like, "Oh, my head still feels like it's got a vice around it. Like I'm congested. Like I just can't focus." And I was like, "Why are you here today? If it's affecting your ability to focus in what we do, you should probably just go home then." And then I'm like, I'm here. So, and then we have another guy here who can do your job. And there only needs to be at least one of us. So you're fine. And he was like, I can't though. And I was like, all right, well, I gave you the out. I just wanted you to know that.
And
And so,
I think a lot of people in the career field that you're in, um, you know, when you're just starting out, we constantly get told, "Oh, you need to be here. It's important that you're here," so on and so forth. And when you
yeah,
finally do take a sick day or like something's going on, um, I feel like it's always taken to a 10 instead of like a level 2 or a level 1 when it comes to like response. Uh,
absolutely.
which
And
I don't
then
think is
you'll have,
okay whatsoever. I feel like it
mhm,
should always be handled at the lowest like step, but I feel like people in the career field that you're in um, are scared to speak out because of consequences.
yeah, honestly, it's
Um,
100% correct because then
and I will die
people
on
get
that hill.
honest, it's a good hill to die on because people then will get petty about it and they'll be like, "Ah, it's crazy. I don't do that." And it's like, well, they're not you, are they? They're
Exactly.
their own person.
Um, and a lot of people just in that career field just doesn't understand the level of empathy and sympathy you need
Yeah,
for that career. Um, And a lot of people in that career shouldn't be in that career because they're outdated. Nothing against those people. Actually, 100% something against those
Well,
people
I was
because
about to say
they
nothing against those people,
bring in
but also,
toxicity like
yeah, just a
that.
toxic work environment is not productive.
Exactly, it's counterproductive. That career field that you're in is 20 years behind every other career field because of the mindset your leaders have.
1,000,000%.
And that
Like,
I will die on that hill as well because I've seen it, I've witnessed it, I have birthed, I want to say, a new generation of people that strive to understand and to be there for the lower people. Um, but yeah, and that's why you need to join the Helldivers.
exactly.
Your leaders
Have a
care about
glorious.
you.
Yeah, they'll send you stratagems when you need it. Did
Exactly.
you did you know? Oh, I just got told this. It was the fact that a single mission for a Helldiver costs more than a Liberty class cruiser because of the amount of like stratagems that people call in.
So you're telling you're
It
telling
is
me
more expensive to send people down on these planets than it is to build a ship. Think about that.
maybe we are the bad guys.
We are the problem. Think about how the national debt's doing after that.
You know what, dude? I feel
Why do you think
like
we're limited to 3 orbital lasers?
I don't even have
It's all they
that.
could fit in.
Don't have it.
That's right. You can get that at
All I
orbit.
know, it's like the Hammer of Dawn from Gears of War.
Yup. Let me
Um.
tell you, doesn't kill a Bile Titan.
Oh, yeah. Uh. Don't quote me on this. But I have quick
You heard it here
news.
first.
I've quick news. I'm pretty sure we got confirmation that Bloodborne is going to be remastered.
You heard it here first.
Don't
Bucket
hear.
Brigade coming out with the official news.
I think.
Bloodborne remastered.
I
You
think.
heard it here first.
I think they're gonna either do like a DLC with it, another DLC with it, or something. I don't know though.
That'd be interesting.
I could be wrong though. I'm pretty sure I am, but I'm like a 70-30. 70-30, 70% chance.
What portion?
A 70% chance I could be wrong, but 30% chance like, hey, it came from like somebody that has worked on the game and it was part of it and so on and so forth or something.
Don't give me hope.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm kidding. Oh man, it's gonna look so good. I always forget how it looks until I get back into the game, and I'm like, wow, this game looks worse than I remember every
Remember,
time.
Bloodborne is only ran on 30 frames per second.
Yep, it's
Just
not 60 frames,
just
and
imagine
then like
60.
it's gonna look beautiful. When Amygdala decides to fuck me again, it's gonna be great. Because for some reason I was doing great in that game. I was doing my I think I'm doing my third playthrough actively, and like I was killing it. I was doing everything I needed, and I get to Amygdala, and it was just a pain in my ass. One of the easiest bosses in the game was just giving me the business, and I was like, "This shouldn't be this hard."
Um
What are you
uh,
about to say, man?
getting away from Bloodborne before we go down that rabbit hole again.
Nah, bring it back.
Um,
Round two.
um, we are at the 59-minute mark. Um,
Oh, should we start wrapping up?
yeah, we will. We will indeed. Um,
Okay.
once again, thank you everybody for listening in. If you enjoyed it, don't be afraid to follow our socials and so on. We'll be hopefully getting another episode out here pretty soon. Um, Still trying to work out all the kinks and stuff. My lovely significant other is currently drawing some art for us. So hopefully that will be finished by the next time the podcast episode, the next episode. Hopefully it's finished by the next episode. My goodness
Hello.
gracious.
It's not me. I'm not the significant other.
He's not, unfortunately. Let me rephrase that. Let me rephrase that. I love my significant other.
You're done.
That's it. It's on the
It's all
internet.
over.
I can never take it back. They're leaving me now.
Yeah, you've dug yourself a hole.
They're
and
taking
you
my
can no
dogs.
longer-
Oh no.
Oof, oh God, that's.
Anyways.
Yeah, let's just stop that train before it keeps on chugging.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening. Again, when we make them, our socials that we are creating will be in the comments section, I hope. And then you'll be able to hopefully find us here soon on Spotify. It's just whenever I decide to, actually do it. It's one of those times where it's like, man, I have everything in front of me. I could do it now, but for some reason, I just can't. There is just an itch in me that's like, yeah, but you can do that later. I'm like, but it's right here.
As you said, life gets in the way. And
Honestly.
remember, Rainstorm, clean vegan energy. Also,
Vegan.
enlist
We might be
today.
ambassadors next time.
Maybe
I might.
Maybe we might just be.
The amount I drink.
And remember, go fight for Malevolon Creek.
Yeah, Malevolon Creek needs y'all.
Exactly.
Because last time I checked, it's not even at 1% liberated. What the hell are we doing?
Become a hell diver today.
Enlist today.
But with that being said, we hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you guys in the next episode.
See y'all later.